Jai Hind students. In my previous video, we see the definition of set theory and methods of representation of sets. In this video, we see the types of sets. The first type is the finite set and infinite set. What is meant by finite set? A set is called a finite set if its elements can be counted and the process of counting terminates at a certain natural number, say n. We see on your screen example number 1 is 1 2 3 4 5. That means these numbers are countable. And second example 1 2 3 4 dot 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 up to 100. That means we can say that the process of counting terminates number. These are the examples of finite sets. Next, infinite set. A set which is not finite is called as a infinite set. Or another way we can say that the process of counting does not terminate is an infinite set. For example, set of natural numbers, set of even numbers, set of odd numbers, set of real numbers, set of integers. These are all the examples of infinite set. What is meant by cardinal numbers of a finite set? The number n in the above definition is called the cardinal number, or we can say that order of a finite set, and it is denoted by number of a. Example, a is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we can say that number of a is equal to 4. That means cardinal numbers is nothing but the number of elements in the set. Here 4 elements, so we can write number of a is equal to 4. Suppose here 5 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can write a number of a is equal to 5. Very important note, the repetition of elements in a set is meaningless. And so while finding the cardinal numbers of a set, we do not consider the elements that are repeated. For example, we can here 1 1 2 3 3 4. Then we can write number of a is equal to 4, but we observe that 2 times 1, that means 2 3 4 5 6 element, but here only write is 4. So that means we can say that the repetition of elements in a set is meaningless. Okay, next type is equal sets. Two sets A and B are said to be equal if every element of A is a member of B and every element of B is a member of A. If sets A and B are equal, we can write A is equal to B. For example, A is equal to 1 2 5 6 and B is equal to 5 6 2 1. We observe that 1 belongs to A, 1 belongs to B. 2 belongs to A, 2 belongs to B. 5 belongs to A, 5 belongs to B. 6 belongs to A, 6 belongs to B. That means every element of A is a member of B and every element of B is a member of A. Then we can say that these two sets are equal sets. Okay. Similarly, unequal set. What is meant by unequal sets? When they are not equal or there exists at least one distinct elements between these two sets. We write A is not equal to B. Next type is the equivalent sets. Two sets are considered equivalent sets if they contain the same number of elements. The word is here same number of elements. That means we can say that number of A is equal to number of A. For example, let A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and B is equal to minus 1, 0, 2. We observe that these two sets are not equal sets. Why? Because minus 1 belongs to B but minus 1 does not belongs to A. Number of A is equal to 3. That means here 3 elements. Number of B is equal to here 3 elements. These two sets are called as equivalent sets. That means number of elements are same. But these two sets are not equal sets. I hope your concept is clear. What the difference between equal set and equivalent sets. My question is, all equal sets are equivalent. Is the converse is true? Support your answer with the suitable example. All equal sets are equivalent since both the sets have the same number of elements. But the converse need not to be true since they may not have the same elements. Take one example. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and B is equal to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We observe that these two sets are not equal, but these two sets are equivalent set because number of A is equal to 5 and number of B is equal to also 5. That means we can say that, but A and B are not equal sets since the elements of A and B are different. Another example, if E is equal to 1 to 3 and F is equal to 3 to 1, then the sets are equal since they have the same elements, and equivalent since they both have the same elements. If G is equal to, say it is a cat, dog, horse, fish, and H is equal to 2, 5, 7, 9, we observe that cat belongs to G, but cat does not belong to H. That means these two sets are not equal sets, but these two sets are equivalent set. Number of G is equal to 4 and number of H is equal to 4. Next type is a universal set. There happens to be a set U. Capital U is denoted for the universal set that contains all the elements under consideration. Such a set is called as a universal set. Universal set is a big set. For example, suppose we said A is equal to 1 to 5 and B is equal to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can say that they are both the contained in the universal set, and which is a set of natural numbers. Natural number contain all the elements from 1 to infinity. So this your natural set is your universal set, right? Natural numbers is a universal set. Or another example, we can say that in a plane geometry, the set of all points in the plane is the universal set. And next type is the empty set. A set is said to be empty or null or void set if it has no element. If it has no element, and it is denoted by phi. In roster method, empty set is denoted by only curly brackets. For example, the set A given by A is equal to x such that x is an even prime number greater than 2. That means A is equal to such that A is equal to x such that x is an even prime number greater than 2. There is only one even prime number is 2, and this is not possible. This is not possible. X is an even prime number greater than 2. So that means this set A is an empty set. Another example, x such that 4 is less than x less than 5. In between 4 to 5, infinity numbers between infinity numbers between these two numbers, but condition is given that x belongs to natural numbers. So 4 and 5, there is no natural numbers between. Okay, so that means this again the example of empty sets. And the next set is the singleton set. A set consisting of a single element, only one element in set, is called as a singleton set. Example, the set x such that x belongs to n and x square is equal to 9. X square is equal to 9, so that means x is equal to plus 3 or minus 3. So minus 3 does not belongs to natural numbers and 3 belongs to natural numbers. So that means only one your answer is only one answer is 3. So that means it is a singleton set. So that means we can say that a set consisting of a single element is called as a singleton set. Okay, thank you. Next topics we will see the subsets in your next lecture or next video. Thank you.